Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Audio Buffet. If you're new to the channel, hit like, subscribe, do whatever they tell you to do. I'm not going to tell you to do it, but do it if you wish. But I'm going to do weekly top 10. They're getting pretty good reviews and a lot of watch time. So I've had to redo this video multiple times already because when I get to a certain somebody, I just start crying. I only have one deceased person on my top 10 because obviously, if you're killing it in 2020, you need to be alive. But if I did not put this person on my top 10 for whatever reason, I would have kicked myself in the ass. So I think really hard about my 10 people. And then, I roll the dice, and the dice puts it in order. And instead of, I guess, doing that behind camera, I'll just do that on camera because this guy, he came third and then he came fourth. So I'm going to put him at 10 and just get through him. And then I'm going to roll the dice for the rest of the people. And coming at 10 is, he needs no introduction. He is the man. He's the myth, the legend. He is an inspiration. He is a god amongst men. He's the creator of universes. Stan Lee. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to say anything else about him. I could probably do an entire podcast on him. But he's an absolute inspiration, and if you do a lot of research about people and you're always looking for stuff to find about them, sometimes you just don't find bad stuff about people. So he's number 10. And yeah, I didn't want to fucking get all choked up, so I can't even get by this fucking guy without fucking getting all emotional. But yeah, Stan Lee, he's amazing. All right, next. So I'm going to roll for the next guys. Here we go. We got a 5. 5 is Akira the Don, aka Scott Adams. If you want to talk about an individual that has hyper-productivity written all about him, his dedication to his art form, he's the best musician, I think, of 2019 and 2020. 2020 can go ahead and have all their artists for the rest of the year, and I would still put him at the end of the year as he's going to have more albums than any other artist because he's put out like 20, 25, 30, 40 in the last 2 years. So Akira the Don, and I listen to him all the time. He can come out with stuff weekly. He's an amazing man. He's an amazing father to Hercules. He's amazing. Just everything about him is great. All right, next one. We got 17. So that would be Jocko Willink. Where's Jocko? Jocko Willink is a man of discipline. He has a podcast. He is a former Navy SEAL. If you need to research somebody that needs to kick your ass into gear and to make you just get up and hit the alarm and to do stuff that you're driven to do, he will be, his voice, his dedication and nonstop effort towards perfection. He was on SEAL Teams 3. I know he's got a book. He's got a podcast. He says he's a retired officer. When did he retire? I'm trying to find when he retired. Doesn't really say on his Wikipedia page when he retired, but look up his podcast and definitely look up his he has like his book online too. I'm trying to find his book. It's not showing his book. This is a shitty link. Wikipedia, you suck sometimes. All right. Yeah, Jocko Willink. So next guy, we got a 9. So these two guys I put together, so I guess maybe you get the top 11. Tucker Carlson and Ben Shapiro. So there's a lot of people that have a great delivery and can just get you captivated to get you to watch their stuff. And there's two people that you want to watch, Tucker Carlson and Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is a fast talker. He's a great debater. Tucker Carlson, I know it's Fox News, and you're probably going to say I'm a Trump guy. I'm not a Trump guy. I'm not a Biden guy. But I do watch both sides of it, and both sides of it tend to make the broad spectrum of the binary two-party system that you're led to believe that you have to go for. But Tucker Carlson will shred apart. It doesn't matter which side of it. He doesn't always lean one way or the other. So if you like news and you don't like to be lighthearted on things, he'll just kind of like give it to you right between the eyes. Same with Ben Shapiro, but Ben Shapiro is incredibly fast talking and incredibly smart. So like to follow along with him, you can't listen to Ben Shapiro first thing in the morning. You need to like be a little bit up. You need to be doing some things. You need to have some food in your body in order for you can start just digesting Ben Shapiro, because it's just so fast. All right, next guy. Who we got next? Universe. Let's find. Oh, I guess we'll never know. 13. All right. We got Brian Rose. Brian Rose. Where's Brian Rose's information? I couldn't find a Wikipedia page on him, but he's a leading podcaster, London Real. I listen to him all the time. He kind of gets some people on that you're not supposed to listen to. There's people on platforms that you can't say their names. It's like Voldemort, and then you just get deplatformed. And he's not scared to square up with social media. And look into Brian Rose. Yeah, he was a former banker, and I believe that he just decided to quit banking, and then he decided to transform his life. And the thing about Brian Rose is he's not great at like making videos. He's not great at like at even being like a good host on a podcast. But what he is really great at is strategy. He knows how to angle things. He's a genius. He's an actual genius. And there's another influencer on here that you're probably going to know. He's going to probably come up next because we can't do that one. We already did that one. We have... No, we can't do that one. I did that one. We're running out of numbers. There's only 3 left. Who's going to get it? All right. I got a different die for this. So we got 2 people. See, this is a dodecahedron. Do, 2, deca, 10, hedron, 3-dimensional object. Just use it for everything to make decisions. Here's a 10-sided die. A decahedron. And we'll just do odds and evens. It's an even. Dan Pena, who was the guy that I was probably going to talk about next because I just said Brian Rose. Dan Pena is known as the $1 trillion man. He's a mogul, and if you knew who he was, I should not even have to introduce him, because there isn't very many people in this world that can pull off a psychopath and a sociopath at the same time. You usually have to be one or the other, or none of the other. And he can be both. And if you want to be good into investing, and you want to know about the future, and you want to know where the world is going, not just countries, but where the entire world is going, Dan Pena is the guy. And you'll hear a lot about Dan Pena and Brian Rose, because like they're kind of like not like he's like a predecessor. So like, Dan Pena is the guy that's kind of influenced Brian Rose, and the two guys together are just fucking awesome. They have these freaking sweet ass vests. They actually look like the Monopoly Man, like with like the fucking like the fucking floof and the fucking pocket watch, like for real. Like these guys are fucking awesome. So look into them. Who else we have on here? We do have two more. I was wrong. Oh, we have four more. Okay. My writing was all backwards because I was making notes on everybody. We have Elon Musk is a man that has the two things that revolve around being an alpha male. And I think about kicking ass in life, you need to have these two things. And if you focus on these two things, you can be successful in anything you do. And that is what all these men have, and it cycles around clairvoyance and perseverance. If you have vision and you have an idea, you don't have to do anything. You just can meet the right people and they can do it for you. But I'm saying if you have the vision and the perseverance to make it happen, just like a little better every day, just try a little better every day. People think that perfection is not attainable. It is obtainable because you just get better every day, just a little bit. You don't have to be amazing. You don't have to blow your entire life savings on trying to like make shit happen. You don't have to buy YouTube fucking subscribers. You don't have to bend over backwards, but you have to try. And you have to keep that vision alive. And people lose focus of their vision. So if you don't have clairvoyance and you don't have perseverance, you're not going to get anywhere. And Elon Musk is a God-given person to this planet that has both of those things. There isn't a person on this planet that I think that emulates how much desire to be better than you could possibly be than Elon Musk. And personally, he would be on my top 10 to run for president. But he's too fucking smart and he doesn't want the job. I guarantee it. All right. Who we got next? We got three more. So this is number... We got two people left. That's why I should have had a pen and crossed these off, but I did not. Yeah, we got two left. One. Keanu Reeves. So, we're talking about a guy that can make movies. We're talking about... So, when I think about the top two people, so Keanu Reeves and the other guy that I'm going to mention, these are the people that emulate humanity. If I had a person that I could take out of humanity and say, here, this is a person that you should use as a focal point to make your life better and to make the world better. Keanu Reeves, the humanitarian, the actor, there's nobody in this world that I think has more compassion and empathy than Keanu Reeves. And I salute you, Mr. Reeves. And I have all their Wikipedia pages, and I was going to read about them, but you know what? Who cares? You guys can look it up yourself. Which leaves us with our last guy. Our last guy is the one that made all this possible. Not by actually telling me to do it or showing me how to do it, but incepting my mind. Minds are so very influential, which is why you can have things such as the media telling you what to think and what to buy and what will get people to like you and love you. But this person has not an ounce of negativity in his body. This guy is a shining star on our planet. This guy has a very old soul, and he convinced me to start a podcast. And it's Mr. Gary Vaynerchuk. If you don't know who that guy is, you are living under a fucking rock. And I'm telling you, I have 3 goals in my life. I wrote them down. I wrote down 3 goals. Dethrone PewDiePie and T-Series as the number 1 YouTuber in the world. That's one of my goals. Play catch with Nick Swordson. I don't even like sports, but he loves sports. And playing catch with Nick Swordson would probably be like the best thing in the world. And number 3 is buy the Jets for Gary Vaynerchuk and give him 51% of the Jets. So, there it is. Your top 10 for the week. And milestones are starting to snowball. The numbers are already getting bigger, and it's growing faster. And with clairvoyance and perseverance, I'm going to achieve those goals. I'm going to use strategy. I'm going to use cynicism. I'm going to use dedication, guidance. I'm going to try to deliver better. I'm going to get my quality up. I'm going to execute, discipline myself to stick to a schedule, use compassion, and my heart.